of something I saw on Pinterest. It is a cat litter box IKEA hack where I'm going to turn an IKEA cabinet into a litter box. Burton, you can't just get up halfway through. Okay, let me show you what the room looks like before I build the cabinet. So let's go. When you walk in my room, the very first thing you see is just this really blank corner, and it looks horrible because I just have a rug. Usually his food dish is also right here. And then the litter box is in this corner, and there's a ton of rugs because everywhere he walks out, litter gets everywhere. And Burton, hi buddy. This little guy always tries to get in the litter box and eat all the poop. Listen, I'm building you something. He knows it. Okay, why don't you just hang out back there and look cute? Here, let's get that out of here. Okay. Okay, what was I gonna say? I can't remember what I was gonna say. When I went to IKEA, I actually had to buy 3 different things. I had to buy the cabinet, shelves, and doors. I have my door right over there. So, yeah. And I decided to go with one that's gonna be this big because on Pinterest, it's actually just half of this, and the cat just goes in, litter box is right in there, that's it. But I wanted it to be where when you open the doors, I also had 2 shelves so I could store things. Winston, really? I'm trying to film, Winston. People can't hear me. Are you done? Okay. So I had a place to store things and things like that. Now, for the doors, you're gonna have to cut out a hole and install a little cat flappy. I bought this one at PetSmart. I'm sure you can also get it at Petco or whatever pet store. But I went and bought this one at PetSmart. Now, I thought you could just poke a bunch of holes in the door with the drill and it would be perfect. Turns out, that's not gonna work. So, to do this, you actually will have to have a jigsaw. That's what it's called, a jigsaw. So I'm gonna have to go buy that tomorrow and cut the hole in the door and install this tomorrow, and I'll show you tomorrow. Time out. Start over. Directions, guys. It says you can't build it by yourself. But I'm not gonna listen. I'm doing this all by myself. Got me. I got a little Winston back there. Got my 2 little tools. We got this. Let's get started. Okay, so here's where we're at now. And when we come over here, you can see it's in the corner. I got my shelves, and then at the bottom, the litter box, and I put a little mat right here. All I have left to do now are the 2 doors. We'll cut the hole out of the one door, and then put my 2 doors on, and you'll see it. Okay, so now it's the next day. I went out, bought the jigsaw, and we cut the hole, and now we have a door. That's all cut, and we got the little flappy installed. So I'm so excited. I'm gonna go ahead and install the doors, and then I'll show you the final finished product. Okay, so now here we have it. This is the finished result. I got the 2 doors on. When we open it up, you can see I've got the 2 shelves, the litter box at the bottom. Close it up. Here's the door we added on that he can go in and out of to use the litter box. And I would go ahead and say that this was a fab result. It wasn't too hard to make. I just followed the instructions that IKEA gives you. And if you've ever made anything from IKEA, it's like super easy. The only complaint I would say is that I actually had to redo the shelves like 3 times because the directions are all separate directions. So you don't know until you get to the next step that what you did the other step was wrong. But other than that, it was pretty easy. It didn't take any real skill set or classes you had to take to use any of the tools. The jigsaw was really easy. We just cut a hole, you screw it in, and it was pretty good. So I'm excited. I hope my cat uses it. It hides my litter box. I think it makes the room look a lot better now. Thanks for watching. Bye.